That's excellent connection. Let me make sure it's going. All right. We got the stream. It's private right now.
Good,
We're
yeah.
pretty much ready to go. Let me just double check everything. I'm streaming. I'm recording. Nothing's muted. All right. I'm about to go live. You ready?
I am.
Here we go. Should be live. If you want,
We should be, or we are.
we're live.
Ooh, cool. So we were discussing right before you launched that some new upcoming games we want to look at,
Yeah. Hey,
and you said you
everybody.
had a
This is
couple
Big
ideas.
Cleat Gaming. My name is Dominic, and we're also with.
Some asshole named Michael,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
Eagle, or Killy, or whatever the fuck you want to call me. Call me
So,
bitch if you want.
yeah, today
All
we're going
right,
to be
so
looking at upcoming game releases.
yeah, I'm excited.
So, the first thing that catches my eye is Kerbal Space Program 2. Have you heard of
Wait,
that?
no. How do you spell that?
Kerbal. The first game was
Herbal.
awesome.
Oh, wow.
If you're into space or anything like that, you build
Spell
your own
that again,
spaceship.
because Steam just totally fucked up.
Kerbal.
Oh, K-E-R. Okay. Herbal. Yep, there it is. I see it. So Space Program 2,
Yeah.
I see one is only $9.99. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, the first one's a great game. Anybody who hasn't played it, like if you catch it on sale,
I
I,
never even heard of it.
I think I have over like 150 hours in it or something. And yeah,
Wow.
pretty addictive. Yeah, you
Are you
just,
going through the screenshots right now, like
yeah,
I am?
you know what? Yeah, good point. Click on it.
Go to
Let's
the
get the
main
little,
page of it and look at the
play the
screenshots.
trailer
Wow,
for you
that looks
guys.
pretty. Planned
My
release date is this
internet will
year.
catch up.
Sequel to the acclaimed space
I guess
flight
not.
simulation game Kerbal Space Program from Private Division. Okay. All right. It's on your wish list. I see that.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
I'm reading through it. Should I read the description?
Yeah, why don't you?
All right. Well, give me a second to wet my whistle. All right. So they got about a paragraph here. Kerbal Space Program 2 is the sequel to the acclaimed space flight simulation game Kerbal Space Program from Private Division. With the original Kerbal Space Program having become one of the most beloved games of all time and now bigger than ever, Kerbal Space Program 2 has been fully redesigned from the ground up to meet the demands of modern and next generation space exploration, all while maintaining the monumental foundations of the first game. Build a space program, construct powerful spacecraft, design resource gathering colonies, and much more to uncover the secrets of the galaxy. A plethora of exciting new features will captivate veteran and returning players, as well as usher in a whole new wave of Kerbonauts to the ingenious and comedic world that has entertained millions of players. Well, count me excited.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into space at all, you gotta like it.
Is this co-op, multiplayer? Can we both
I'm
play it
not
at the same
sure. Let's
time?
see.
Was the first one?
Simulation. No, I think it was single player. Has
Hmm.
online co-op.
Does it really?
So that'd be really cool. Both
So
build a
that's a
spaceship together
contender.
and then head for the moon.
Yeah. Do you know the stories of when Alan and I were like, I don't know, 7, 8 years old, and we used to build Lego spaceships? We'd compete. We'd have like a toy box full of Legos, and then we would just figure out who could build the coolest spaceship.
Really, I don't know why I never got into Legos as a kid. I guess
Hey,
I'm not as that creative.
you probably didn't have a toy box full of them like I did.
All right, and the next game I'd like to look at coming up from the producers of Elder Scroll 5, Fallout 4, their new game called Starfield. Looks
Okay, yeah,
really good.
I've actually looked into this one. It's not coming out for probably another year. They hope to have it out in November.
Yeah, next year. Or no, this
They
year.
This year. Yeah, we're in 2022 now,
Yeah,
man.
11/11/22.
So 11/11 2011 was when Skyrim came out. So they're hoping to exactly 11 years later come out with the new fucking
So,
greatest game of history.
what do you think's going to
Skyrim was
happen
amazing.
though? Do you think they're going to release it on time and it's going to be broken, or you think they're going to push it back? Because I can't see them releasing it on time and it being
So
perfect.
I don't see them releasing it on time. I do think they learned a valuable lesson from the Fallout thing they fucked up when they released it broken.
Yeah.
What is that? Fallout 86 or whatever. What was the one they royally fucked up?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. So this is a great game studio, but a lot of the people that worked on a lot of the titles that they were successful with are no longer there. They've gone on and made other game studios. So this is an entirely new dev team. Um, it looks great. It's got all the potential in the world. I just don't think the timeline's realistic. I don't think it's going to be ready. But they did set that release date like 2 years ago, like in
Oh, really? I
2020.
just heard about it like this month.
Oh no, yeah, I've been following that. They had their first trailer out in 2020 for this.
I like it better
They've
when
been
I don't hear anything and I just see it pop up one day and just
Yeah.
start playing it.
This game's 5 years in the make, and it's a pretty rookie dev team, which could be a good thing. You know, you get a bunch of excited young 20-somethings working on something this massive, and they're gonna do their best, I'm sure. The problem I foresee is um, anything multiplayer with it is gonna be broken right off the bat. They definitely because of how secretive Bethesda has to be, they don't get a beta testing period with random people like you and me. Like they have to have NDAs in place with everyone who
Oh,
even
yeah. I'm
looks at
sure.
it. So I mean that kind of cripples them a little bit. But I am excited about the game. I don't think it's going to be out for another year.
I found a game that Big Cleat will like.
Oh yeah.
Car Detailing Simulator.
I actually know this game.
I didn't think he'd get into American Truck Simulator as much as he did.
Well, I've known him for loving racing games and car games, but I think the truck thing is just his inner nerd, just being super happy.
When I think he plays it like a racing game too.
Well, he does, but
Like,
he also like just the idea of uh the transmission and shifting it correctly for the speeds he wants. I mean, just those little things.
oh yeah.
It goes back on old knowledge that he's had. I don't think he's gonna like Car Detailer at all.
Then you got the
No.
game about a stray cat. You play as a stray cat
Oh,
called Stray.
I think I've seen that, but I haven't played it.
That's some interesting concept art.
Hobo Simulator. Look that one up real quick. I'll be right back. Give
Hobo
me
Simulator.
60 minutes, 60 seconds.
Let's check it out. You find the craziest stuff on Steam. Hobo tough. Wow, and there's a couple of them. There's not just one. There's at least two hobo simulators. Let's check out Bum Simulator. I don't know what, like, there must be a game creator that all these people use to make these super cheap Steam games, like Goat Simulator and all that, but I love it. I think the more accessible it is for more people to make their insane ideas. All right, it's awesome. I know I've seen some streamers play, was it like Cafe Simulator or like Web Cafe Simulator? Cafe. There's two. Internet Cafe Simulator 1 and 2. Like
There's what? Oh, sorry, I'm back.
Internet
What was that?
Cafe Simulator 1 and 2. There's not just one. There's two of them.
No. Is that a VR game?
No, it's a Steam game.
Well, no. Steam has VR games.
Let's see. I don't know if it's VR compatible, but it's just a standard game.
I've seen videos of people playing that in VR. The cafe simulator.
And they got like Trump running around and
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
uh that's my main point. Steam's game now, there's so many games that are like
Oh God, it's
make
like
you wonder.
it's like all right. So I have a couple of streaming services where I watch TV through my computer instead of paying for cable. Right? I cut the cable cord a long time ago, but there's so much shit out there that it's really difficult to figure out what to pay for and what to ignore. So you end up just kind of fucking dealing with it.
You know what game I'm looking for? I'm looking for something to replace Battlefield because
Yeah,
2042 just totally messed it up.
totally broken. I didn't buy it because I knew it was going to be but Battlefield Friends, Neeb's gaming crew made that. They've got a whole new set of cartoons they're making about it. The old Battlefield Friends.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're big into cartoons, huh?
Well, they're animators. So they started off animating, God, a little over 10 years ago together as a team. They all found each other and they all quit their jobs and started a gaming channel.
Oh, let's see. The Day Before is an
Okay,
open world MMO survival set
fucking
in a
rush right
deadly
past that,
post
whatever.
pandemic America overrun by flesh hungry infected and survivors killing each other for food, weapons, and cars.
I'm pulling it up.
I don't know. Anything zombie in 2022,
I
I'm
know.
so over.
It's overplayed. There's a million different fucking zombie games.
They're a solid 5 to 10 years too late for this.
Like it's probably going to be a good, or probably is a good game.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm sure, but
It's just the concept of zombies and post-apocalyptic worlds. We've overdone it, I
yeah, we've
think.
we've all played Left 4 Dead. We've all played 7 Days to Die and freaking Killing Floor.
And 10 more different games like that.
The Cycle.
What do you think about the idea of doing Rust? I know it's a little older, but it seems like something. It's kind of
As
like
long as
Seven
I can
Days
get a
with
gun,
graphics.
I'll mess with it. But if I'm running around with a spare or something, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, it makes it kind of hard to get a gun right off the bat. You have to learn how to play the game for a while before you get really good with that stuff. So you're not into the zombie apocalypse survival stuff, and neither am I.
I mean, I
Um,
was like when Walking Dead first came out and all that.
sure, for sure.
Let's see. I found a game called The Cycle Frontier, and it says it's a PvPvE. I don't know what the hell a PvPvE is.
It's a player versus person versus environment.
I
So, so a
don't know if I've ever.
survival game basically.
So
That's
many
basically
survival games too. Like
yeah.
every game has to have crafting and survival. For me, I
Now
just want a good story and good
I
gameplay.
I do have a game for you to look up. It's not new and
This
it's
one
not
does look pretty good
multiplayer.
though.
What's it called?
This one looks pretty good. The Cycle Frontier
Let me check it out.
coming out 2022.
And it's listed as free. We do not want this. Nope. Nope and nope.
Why? What?
They
No.
well, because combat's first person and they custom made their own gun system. It's never good when that happens. The
True. If the
only game the only game to ever do that right was the Crisis series, which I still play.
you gotta feel the gun, like when you shoot it. That's what like
Right.
Call of
Think
Duty's
Halo.
great for.
Well, and Call of Duty uses real guns and then they base it on terrible game mechanics.
True, but the guns, the like animations, the sounds, they get all that
Yeah, they're
solid.
semi you feel like you're actually in the world with Call of Duty, which I hate that game series, but they did some things right. There's a reason it's so popular.
I really liked the what's that, Modern Warfare 2018 or whatever. That one was really good.
That one was probably their best made one. The problem is I've played Crisis 2 and 3 a bunch of times. For single player first person shooter, there's no better games. There's nothing better than Crisis 2. It's single best FPS campaign ever made.
Yeah, I know they
So
have a
once you
lot of
play that,
choice in that, like a lot of open ways you can complete
there's
missions.
a lot of strategies that you can use. They basically, the level is just a sandbox and you progress through it and clear enemies or whatever strategy you want to do. But the feel and the working of the game is so perfect. Crisis 3 is where they almost fucked up because they made that for consoles. Crisis 2 and Crisis 1 were designed for computer players only. So it really lends itself well to a computer setup. The problem is the multiplayer doesn't exist. It's just shit. There's no reason to ever play with a friend or anything.
That's what I really appreciate about Halo, the online
The
co-op
multiplayer is just fucking great. Two-person co-op on I mean, do you want to
campaign.
do Halo 2 today?
Yeah, we'll definitely check out some Halo 2.
Do you have it installed already, or
Yeah.
because it's a long day? All right, cool. Yeah, let's see if we can make that happen on the next video. This is just our game review. So, Cycle Frontier, great. Go ahead and search something for me. Let me see. First of all, if I can find it.
And
Nope, it's
everything's
not on.
early access. Nothing's finished when they release it
Well,
anymore.
that's the new business model.
Back in my day,
They released the game when it was done.
on a cartridge, and you had to blow in it if it didn't work. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, I mean I understand why they do it now. I mean, look, I paid for 7 days once. I'll never have to pay for it again. It's a great game, and they're constantly updating it. That's cool. Then you have, a million other terrible ideas.
Wow, this is a great game. Just came out. We should
What's it
be
called?
playing this. Animal Shelter Simulator.
I've already seen.
Everybody loves dogs. Like everybody's gonna want to watch this.
It might be a good uh, channel content. Yeah, you might be right.
Wow, that looks like fun. I love dogs. Who doesn't love dogs?
I mean, I just hung out with a dog this morning. Made my day.
They always do.
It's the smallest Great Dane in history. It's Paul's dog. It's fucking great.
There's so many of these like anime games where they're not even games. They just put picture of half naked anime
I think,
girls, and you like
yeah, I
click
know.
through
There's
it,
a lot of that.
and they're like, this one's
Listen,
$30, but a lot of them are like 50 cents, and I'm like,
you're
what
looking
the
in the wrong spot, buddy. You're looking in the wrong spot.
Lego Star Wars? I'll pass.
No, that actually is supposed to be. Now, I played like Lego Batman and stuff. It's all kiddie,
Yeah.
not fun. There's no violence or anything like that. But the Lego Star Wars is supposed to be really fucking fun.
Wow, this looks pretty interesting. Game called Squad. Tactical
Uh,
FPS that provides authentic combat experience through
did
teamwork.
you ever play XCOM 2?
XCOM. Is that the
Two.
one with the aliens?
Yep.
Yeah.
So XCOM 1 and its many different versions in the 90s. Alan and I played a lot as a kid. XCOM 2 was a new game that came out, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. But it's basically Squad. Squad just ripped it off.
I don't know. Really? It looks like a first person shooter.
Yeah, still ripped it off. Just
I
trying to
thought
change.
XCOM was like a top down tactical.
It's a top-down, turn-based strategy game,
Yeah. This is a
and
first
Squad
person shooter with
and
100 player
and
battles.
and still somehow managed to rip off XCOM.
All right. On to the next game.
Yeah. Check out
Survival
Wish
game.
List.
It's called Valheim. A
No, that's
brutal.
actually a really cool game. But a lot of gamers are already playing it. Valheim is pretty cool though.
Oh, it already came out last year. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah, it's been around a while. Not a while, but long
Hell Let
enough that.
Loose. I don't know. I can't do
Ooh, never heard
anything
of that.
World War One, World War Two. They're all just so
Yeah,
played out in every media.
I agree. I have one idea for my own uh gaming plans, just me personally, and I'm wondering if it's on Steam or not. I should know this.
Invincible.
Yeah, it is. It's all on here. All right, so DCS, 3 letters.
Why is that? That's like a military game, right? Like a
It
military
is. It
simulation game.
it stands for Digital Combat Simulator. It's the single greatest jet simulator ever made. It's even more accurate than Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's insane, but you have to pay like $80 for an airplane, like real world money.
What?
Yeah,
Get
it's
out of there. I don't
so
even pay $80 for a whole video game. I'm not paying 80
so
bucks just for
yeah,
one plane.
just for one jet. So the thing about DCS is to actually get into it and play it right, you probably want to have $2,000 or $3,000 set aside.
Oh yeah, that makes
It
sense.
it's the most advanced combat simulator ever made and is constantly updated. Yeah. Like
So you're saying if you're like the number one player in the world in this game, they just take you, put you in a fighter jet in Ukraine, and like get to it?
no. I don't know.
No, they do that with like Gran Turismo. They'll take the top players in the world in the video game. They'll put them in a real car.
Yeah, no, they'll do that. They don't tend to put people in a $40 million jet just because they played a video game.
Well, they should maybe look
They
into it.
might let you they might let you sit Wizzo. You might get to sit backseat. Wizzo Wizzo for short there. But yeah, their whole goal then is just to make you puke for 20 minutes and then bring you back safely. This this is the game I dream of mastering is DCS. The game that I would totally give up everything for if I could. It's that good. And a lot of other people are already mastering it, so I'm years behind. Now, if you really want to go look at some games, go to featured and recommended.
Featured and recommended.
Yep. That's a category that Steam has.
Yeah.
If you, yeah,
Number
you know.
one, Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Tokyo's
What is it?
population has vanished, and deadly supernatural forces prowl the streets. Use an arsenal of elemental abilities to unravel the truth behind the disappearance and save Tokyo.
And it's a little different.
Eh,
Wield a combination of upgradable elemental powers and ghost hunting skills to combat the
ooh,
supernatural
that's nice
threat.
though.
Yeah,
The art
just
style looks really nice.
yeah, it does.
I gotta give him credit for that.
Uh, I don't know, $60 for the normal and $80 for the deluxe. We could
You
probably wait
you gotta
like
come with
3
the
months.
heat if you're charging $60.
Yeah, no, it does look really good graphically speaking.
All right,
Uh,
next up, WWE 2K22.
I got Ready or Not as my next one.
Ready or
That's a
not, the
SWAT
SWAT one.
team thing. Yeah.
I heard really good things about that.
Dying Light 2 is just now out. Yeah.
Factory Command and Conquer.
Dude, no, wait, here's an idea. The Long Drive.
Long Drive. That sounds intriguing.
So it's an early access game for
Every
$12.
game is.
Yeah, I know. About this game, this is a road trip game in an almost infinite random generated desert. The focus is on freedom, driving, exploration, and immersion. It has minimal car maintenance and some survival elements. Dude, it's a randomly generated map at all times. There's no invisible walls, no
See,
HUDs.
I don't know. It just doesn't look like an actual game, though. Does it have an actual
No,
story?
I don't know. It looks like it's pretty fucking basic. Like the mechanics of walking around look pretty bad. But I saw it. I don't know. That might be interesting. Maybe Alan will check it out and let us know.
It says with
A
the
road
full
trip.
tank, you can go approximately 500 kilometers.
Yeah, it's about 220 miles.
Oh, I was going to ask
200.
how many freedom units is that?
Yeah, it's cut it in half and subtract 10% if you want to convert back to miles.
See, my problem with this is it's saying you can do this, you can go there, you can, but
I'm
is
watching
it like
video clips of it.
interesting? I've
I'm
seen
watching
people
video
play
clips of
too, and
it.
it's pretty much just they
Yeah.
drive, and then there's like a little gas station,
So here's what I think
then
it
they
could be
drive
neat
some
for.
more.
Like if we were to all hop in and go on a road trip, and then I were to tell news stories, headlines, or do my story time. It could be good for that, but we could also just use American Truck Simulator for that. So
There's Russ. I
yeah,
feel like American Truck Simulator has better graphics, sound,
it's a much better put together game than
Vista.
the Planet Crafter. What is this? Oh, this looks interesting. A space survival open world terraforming crafting game. Transform the ecosystem of a hostile planet to make it livable for humans. Survive, collect, build. All right, so it's just Ark.
Man, you could make a whole YouTube series just on Minecraft clones too.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Which I never got into Minecraft. I kind of feel like I missed out. Like I've seen some people, like adults, play it and make it fun. But yeah, all right. Well, that's all I've got for featured and recommended. I'm going to go do something crazy
Oh yeah,
and use
Tiny
Google.
Tina's Wonderland. Did you see that? It
Oh,
just came out.
yeah. Have you played that whole series?
Yeah, I played. I
I
think all of them.
love Borderlands so much. Borderlands 2 is a fucking great game.
Yeah, but by the third one, it's kind of like, yeah, I've
No,
done
they
it so many times. It's like
right.
I need
It
something
does
new.
eventually. The new Cuphead is supposed to come out this year.
But it's great with the co-op. I love anything where people can jump in, jump out, play the whole game with them.
It's like an arcade co-op. I love it.
Yeah.
Cuphead.
Ooh,
Cuphead would be a
Evil
fun one.
Dead the game.
Yeah, no, I haven't learned much about it, but I heard it's coming out.
Looks pretty interesting. But those could go either way. They could be
Yeah,
really
it's
bad just using the name of the
well, the
movie.
developer is Saber Interactive, and it's a multiplayer, like four-person co-op. It's using Unreal, which you know, give or take, whatever, fine. But it's coming out on Windows, so I mean that might be a fun one to look into. I think
Wow.
that's it for upcoming games.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's not too many coming out with the quarantine and all that. I think it really messed up
Same
everybody's
with movies.
production.
Yeah, same with movies. Same. Oh, that's one. All right, we haven't talked about Starfield.
Oh yeah, Starfield. That one looks great.
That's a role-playing game by Bethesda. Oh, we did
Yeah,
talk
we
about
did
it.
talk about that,
I'm
but
sorry.
it
We
looks
did.
about the biggest game
Yeah,
release this year.
that one looks really cool, but I don't think it's gonna make it this year. If it does, I'll be impressed.
We'll
But if we're
see.
gonna do a multiplayer role-playing game, that one would be a good one.
I
Have you
really
have you
love
ever
the style of it though. It's like Skyrim mixed with Mass Effect.
now let me ask you about that. Have you played Skyrim all the way through a bunch of times like
Oh
everyone
yeah.
else has? Have you played Elder Scrolls Online?
No, it looked pretty garbage.
So it's actually really good.
Really?
It's it's Skyrim meets World of Warcraft.
They just make all those so grindy and they want to monetize
It
it
is
so
very
much.
great.
I'm
Well,
just
and
so
that's the
good on
thing.
it. I'm not spending
Like
500 hours to like,
that's what it would take. That's what it would take to get like caught up is $500. So
So
so like I bought it when it came out in 2013 or 14, and it was $50, and I got it on PlayStation Network at the time, and it was fucking phenomenal. But I'm also an old school World of Warcraft player, so I enjoy that kind of setup. Starfield, hopefully, they won't fuck around and do that, but we'll see.
I don't know. It looks
So
pretty good. Well, on that same
I'm
line of
excited.
thinking, you got Star Citizen, which has been in production for like 12 years.
Yeah. God, what's that one star exploration or galaxy exploration game that came out that just fucking failed completely? Because they made the worlds too empty. What
What,
was the
No
name of
Man's
that?
Sky?
No Man's Sky. That's the one.
They actually
That
did
that had
massive
so much.
updates. They
Yeah,
really
now it's
fixed it.
supposedly good, but they already fucked it up, pissing everyone off in the first place. But we could play No Man's Sky. That would be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if I even have it anymore.
I do not, and I doubt Alan does.
Well, everybody, I think that about covers all the good upcoming releases. We'll keep you updated if anything new pops up.
Yeah, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to recommend them.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Piss off.